Barbados. Get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today. Today is Thursday, the 27th of February, 2025. I'm Pearson Bowen. It's so wonderful having you company indeed. Thank you very much, as always, for waking up bright and early to keep us company, as we are waking up to keep you company as well. Thank you for watching us on CBC TV or any other media that receives our signal, and for watching us online as well on YouTube and Facebook. As I always encourage you, always interact with us as well, and we do thank you for doing so every single moment of the day. Stay with us on the show. Also, if you have an idea or someone to tell us about who you think we can share with the rest of the world, drop us an email at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. The email address again is morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and we thank you for sharing with us as well your ideas, your thoughts, your guidance. And don't forget, don't keep this show to yourself. Talk to other people. Tell them about it as well. Get them up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Faye Roach, good morning to you. You bright and early girl. Thank you very much for waking up to keep us company. So to you, Patricia Ben. She's saying good morning to the crew and to all of you. And to all, she's watching from Philadelphia today. Good morning to you, girl. I'm sure it's cold, bitterly cold where you are. And as I'll always say to all of you, come home. Come home to the warmth. Come home to everything that's happening around us indeed. Now, I must tell you, before I get to yesterday, let's get to this morning first. Rhonda Hines-Graham, good morning to you as well. A thankful Thursday. She's saying to all of you as well. This morning, as you all know, we told you at the beginning of the week, there's roadworks happening right outside of the CBC here, from the Bussa roundabout up to the roundabout near to the Samuel Jackman Prescott Institute. They have milled the road. They have made it a nightmare for us who work on this stretch of the road to get past the roundabout. This morning was another example. And with the cones blocking our path, everyone comes to the cones, stops and asks, so what am I now to do? And for some of my colleagues, they got not very good reactions from those people who are standing there. I think that we can do better when it comes to communicating with those who need to traverse our roads. All right, so I said where I was going, so they allowed me passage, and I came up. On my way up, and I met the Barbados Water Authority intersection, I was stopped by a group of men who said, you can't go up there. So I got out the car, I asked, so what am I now to do? How do I get to CBC? You got to drive on the pavement. On the pavement? I then saw one of the roller guys coming towards me, rolling back, reversing towards me. I stopped him, I said, can I get through? How do I get to CBC? He says, yeah, driving along. So driving along, I did. But there are other colleagues who had worse interactions than I did. I think, and I'm speaking on their behalf as well, that's unacceptable. So whoever is the project manager, we're asking you kindly assist people with traffic management, particularly in the early hours of the morning as we're making our way to work, to allow that to be a less stressful situation. The crew joins me in saying thank you. We hope that tomorrow's experience is a whole lot better and a whole lot different. Word to the wise. Today is also the birthday, by the way, of Rima J. Green. Rima J. Green is the daughter of Anthony and Julie Green. And so she's celebrating today. She said she couldn't wait to get past 10 years old. She's 11 years old today. Rima J., good morning. Happy birthday to you. We wish you only the very best today as you celebrate your birthday. Now, yesterday, my colleague and I, we went to the Coleridge and Parry School. That's where we were schooled. Coleridge and Parry. We were given the invitation, so we accepted the invitation for Careers Day. So I took along Roel Ford, my technical director. I am telling you, he's a star. This young man is a star. First, he said to me, they said, Roel, come with me, man, come. He says, I want to talk. Joke. Roel talk. I sat back. I allowed this man to take the sessions. We had a number of interactions with some students here from third form, and it was amazing. He totally amazed me. What a a fantastic young man. His depth of knowledge and understanding of this, what we do every single day, his ability to communicate with them so that they too understood and to demonstrate all of the different aspects of what we do in broadcasting, he did it well. And so, Roel, my technical director, I salute you today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for impressing me and impressing all of the others as well. So, he's our star of today, Roel Ford. That's his name. Get to remember it. That's another star in the making. But at the end of it all, they rewarded us with this little basket at the Coleridge and Parry School, the colors of the school. You see it right there? The white and good. Y'all got it. And inside is this. Let me make sure I'm turning the label right. This that says, thank you from the Coleridge and Parry School. This is fantastic. A candle of hope, a candle of love, a candle of success, a candle that lights our way for the future. This is what we got as a thank you. Thank you very much, school. Principal Sonja Goodrich and the guidance counselor, Miss Bino. Thank you very, very much indeed. This is absolutely beautiful. We are very grateful. So I thought I should bring it to share it with the rest of the world of the great things happening at the Coleridge and Parry School. What else is happening today for Amalgamation Week? Today there's basketball. No, sorry. Today's Thursday. There's the Fine Arts Fusion. Fine Arts Fusion is on today. It's a collaboration of all the schools of the North, Frederick Smith, Darrell Jordan, the Alexandra School, the Allen School, and Coleridge and Parry. And so all of the students have been asked to showcase their art, their creativity, and it will be on display throughout the school. We want to encourage you to visit the compound and view for yourself. Then in the evening, there's a concert, musical presentation. Again, it's open to all of you to come over and enjoy the great talent of our students, particularly from the schools in the North at the Coleridge and Parry School. But thank you yesterday for your generosity. Thank you yesterday for your hospitality. The students body who met us, they were so warm and welcoming and easy to interact with. And to all of you students as well who on seeing us began to sing our theme song, Good Morning. It's almost as if you know us and you know the music. And so to you, we say good morning and welcome to Morning Barbados, and thank you so much for waking up with us. I have a riddle of the day, I'll tell you in a moment, but today we're going to meet a young woman who has decided to take her wings. And so her passion and her purpose collide, and so she's following her dream. We'll meet her in just a little while. There's an upcoming conference to empower the next generation of industry leaders, and we will get some insight into that in just a moment as well. The question today is also, who entertains the entertainers? Is it the doctor for the doctor? Who entertains the entertainers? Well, there is an activity for that, and we get some insight into that in just a moment. And as Trinidad Carnival winds to an end, we'll bring you some updates on what's been happening and some good news as well for one of our guests who we want to share with you what's been happening with him. This morning, we'll also meet a Bajan living in Montreal, Canada, who is using her life to give back to others in her space. And so we want to celebrate her as well today. So what is today's riddle? Today's riddle is really simple. And all you need to do now is to give me a call on 228-5562 or 228-5563 to answer this riddle. The question is, I cannot talk, but I always have a reply when spoken to. What am I? I cannot talk, but I always have a reply when spoken to. What am I? Do you think you know? Well, if you think you know, give me a call right now on 228-5562 or 228-5563 and you let me know, please. I cannot talk, but I always reply when spoken to. What am I? 228-5562 or 228-5563. That one, I think, is so simple. And when you get the answer, you're going to say, geez, why didn't I think of that? Well, that is it. So I want you to give me a call. Call me and tell me what you're thinking right now. I cannot talk, but I always have an answer when spoken to. What am I? 228-5562 or 228-5563. And of course, you can post your answer on our social media. Those answers from social media will go up after the call. Answers correctly. So that's the question. I cannot talk, but I always reply when spoken to. What am I? Your call I'm waiting for. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Just to remind you, today also is Q Day. Q Day is going to be at Pelican Village. That's where they will be today, and so we're looking forward to reminding you to come out and socialize with us today. So get ready for that activity at the Pelican Village today for Q in the community. So, I cannot talk, but I always reply when spoken to. What am I? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call. Let me know your answers. Let me know your thoughts. What is your answer? What is your thought? What could it possibly be? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Now, coming up tomorrow at the Coleridge and Parry School, they're going to be having a whole host of sports, but it's also African Awareness Day at the school. And so we want to encourage you, as Amalgamation Week concludes tomorrow, to continue as past students to celebrate with the school, the amalgamation. So the riddle is still there. I'm waiting on your call. I cannot talk, but I always reply when spoken to. What am I? Is it that difficult? Is it really that difficult? Also, let me remind you that starting Monday, where are we going? By now you should remember. We're heading to the new courts location at the W Plaza in Welches St. Thomas. That's where we shall be Monday to Friday next week. Courts has all the value that they want to bring to your home, and so we want to share with you what's in store. We want to give you a sense of what the new location looks like and all of the offerings there. We'll be meeting some interesting people. We'll also meet some other of our guests as well, but we really want you to pay attention next week, Monday right through to Friday, when we visit the new Courts showroom at the W Plaza in Welches St. Thomas. Seems we don't have a call yet. So what I shall do is to share with you. Can we share the video? We have a call. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for calling. What's your name and where are you watching from?
My name is Lorraine. I'm watching from St. Philip.
Lorraine from St. Philip. Lorraine from St. Philip, do you think you have an answer for me to our riddle?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear your answer, Lorraine.
An echo.
Lorraine, where you got the answer from? Seriously.
I did look it up.
Where?
Where else?
I don't know.
Google.
Lorraine, you have a brain that's more powerful than Google? You know that, right?
Yes, I know, but I did think so, but I still looked it up.
Fair enough. It's an echo. Thank you, Lorraine.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, and thank you. Stay with the show, okay?
Yeah.
Now, folks, brain teaser, riddle, that call that way for a reason. I want you to exercise your brain. Don't find the easy way out. Take some time and practice what's happening in your brain. Fair? Do that for me, please. Thank you very much. All right, let's meet our first guest this morning, oh no, before we get to that, I want to show you how to get to the W Plaza. Can we share that video now? Can we share that? Do we have it? Okay, we don't have it, but I'll share you with you before the morning is done how to get to the W Plaza for the new courts location where we shall be from Monday to Friday next week. All right, let's meet our first guest who's taken her wings. She is living her passion, as a matter of fact, and she believes this is her purpose as well. Her name is Shanae Daniel, and I'll let her tell you what she's up to. Shanae Daniel, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
You are very welcome. I love the story of her life so far. You started at St. Gibbs, then to Harrison College. You left there and you went then to the University of the West Indies, and then you did what?
Okay, so I was at the university. I was doing biology and chemistry because I really wanted to be a doctor. But I don't know, when I was there, I just kind of decided that it wasn't for me. And I was going to take a gap year. And I was speaking to my parents because I've always loved to travel. And they were telling me, that I've always kind of had a thing for planes. When I was younger, my grandparents, they would always take me to the airport to look at the planes and stuff like that. And I was thinking maybe I could be a flight attendant. And my dad, he gave me this long speech about reaching for the stars and that kind of thing. You know how parents are.
Yes.
And I was like, so what's bigger than being a flight attendant? And then I just started to think about maybe I could be a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of seemed out of my reach because, I hadn't really heard of many female Bajan pilots. Mm-hmm. And I just looked into it. I started at the Flight Training Institute in Barbados. And from there, I just decided that, this is what I really wanted to do.
Did you feel that you started a little late in life, or did you feel as though, I don't care what age I am, I'm going to do this?
So at first, I kind of felt like, I wasted a lot of time, with the biology and the chemistry. And I kind of felt like behind everyone else. But, being over here in Florida and meeting a lot of my colleagues at school and stuff, I kind of realized that we're kind of young to be
Yes.
starting this. There are a lot of many older people. Like at my school, we have some like really old people, like 60, 70-year olds now deciding that, they want to fly. So
Wow.
yeah, I feel good.
So when you made that determination while at university, I'm sure you discussed it with your parents. How soon thereafter were you able to do all you had to do to be in school in Florida?
Okay, so I actually stayed at the Flight Training Institute for about 6 months. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I didn't really know all the ins and outs of the whole pilot thing. I did a lot of research. My instructor at home, Derek, he helped me a lot. He just kind of gave me some information about some schools over here, and I started to look at them with my mom, and she helped me a lot. And we're kind of looking at some stories of people online and how they did it. So it took me about, I would say, like 6, 7 months, and then we applied over here, and then it just came.
I know you feel as though you're living your happiest moments, right?
I do. I really do.
So what's flight school like? How does it work? Because I know for us in Barbados, when you go to school, you get up, you take the bus, you go into classroom, you sit, you do the exercises, and you go back home. How does it work for you in flight school?
Okay, so basically, there's a syllabus. There is like a set, list of things that I have to learn in order to do my exam. I have an amount of flight hours that I also have to get. So basically, every day I can decide if I want to do theory or if I want to do a flight, and I just have to basically hit my target every month. This month, right now, I'm working on preparing for my examination, so I'm trying to get all of my solo cross country. So I fly like 100 miles all by myself.
Whoa.
I'm just trying to gain some hours, and I'm kind of in the plane all by myself.
Yeah?
So
And
yeah, I'm
it's
just
still-
preparing for my exams.
That still doesn't scare you?
At first, it was very scary. A lot of people, they tell me that I seem calm and confident in the plane, but it's very,
Yes.
very scary.
But
Yeah.
your intention is to become a commercial pilot. And so
Yeah.
that means you'll be flying even larger aircrafts with greater responsibility for the numbers of passengers that you're flying with.
Yes.
What do you now have to do to qualify to be a commercial pilot?
So first, I have to get my private pilot's license, which is what I'm working on currently. When I get this, I have to get instrument rated, which means that I'll basically be able to fly without looking outside. So I'll just use the instruments to fly, and then I'm gonna get my commercial pilot's license. So it's kind of like steps that you have to do to get there.
We're watching some video of you. You're so cute. Look at that in the sky. One thing I want you to clarify for me, because the sky has no roads. We don't see the curb or the middle, the medium, that kind of. So we don't know. What do you see when you look out the cockpit that guides you to your destination?
So I actually use my iPad, and a lot of people don't know that even in this modern day, we still use maps and we still use a lot of figures.
Really?
So I prepare basically a navigation log, which will get me to my point and back. And then you basically fly kind of on a compass. So
Right.
without my iPad or any of these, technological advances,
Yes.
I would definitely still be able to get there. I kind of just fly on the compass, and I have each point kind of laid out on my map. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm perfectly fine.
I've
Yeah.
always wondered, how do you navigate the skies that you take me from New York to Barbados so safely? That's interesting. And then, how does the pilot know there's turbulence up ahead?
So right now, I just don't know. We get a weather briefing, so they kind of predict what could be out there. They go based on pilot reports, what other people have reported to be feeling out there. But most of the time, I just really don't know.
Wow.
So you just kind of feel it out there.
As you go,
But,
you deal with
yeah.
it. You hit a
But by
pothole.
now, yeah. But yeah, but by now, I experience turbulence every day, so by now it's
Wow.
really not that bad anymore.
So, what for you has been one of the more hair-raising moments that you would want to share with us this morning, and not upset your mother, because your mother, I'm sure, is watching, and she's thinking, "My baby's in the sky. You didn't tell me that. Just come down, girl." So, what's one of those most
Yeah.
hair-raising moments?
Okay, so my scariest story to date was I was flying the plane, and I personally believe that I didn't close the door properly on my side. So I was just flying and I was taking off, and the door flew open.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The door flew open. My key, like obviously the wind is ripping. My
Yes.
keys fly out of my pocket, and I
Wow.
start to feel like I'm gonna be dragged out of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically have to fly with one hand and kind of slamming the door with the other hand, and it was very 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 scary.
Have you shared the story with your mother before?
Yes, I
Okay.
have.
So
Yeah,
you're good to go. Okay. But
yeah.
now you know, just make sure your door is closed and fastened. So, I mean, and so the kinds of planes that you now fly to get your number of flight hours is akin to what? Give me an idea so that I can see it in my mind what that plane looks like.
It's a small two-seater
Oh.
plane. So yeah, it's very tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of like a car.
Yeah, like a little
It's
Corvette.
very, very
And
small.
so,
Yeah.
but that can fly 100 miles?
Yes, it can.
Oh my
Yes, it
word.
can.
But
And
you
I
know,
don't even have to. I don't even have to refuel. I can go even further.
oh, well, that's fantastic. And I mean, you're getting a sense of the size of the aircraft that you are currently flying on to get your flight hours. Do you have to be so focused while you're flying? While I'm driving, I have to keep my eyes on the road. I have to pay close attention. Is that the same experience for the pilot?
Yes, I am focused all the time. I kind of have to be looking inside and outside, making sure like that my instruments kind of match what I'm seeing, making sure that like nothing is in the red or
Right.
that everything is getting close to danger. So you have to be very, very focused all the time. I would say like 10 times more than driving for sure.
It's a lot safer, you think?
Um, People say that. So my personal belief, I don't believe that it's safer than driving, but people say that, yeah.
Talk to me about the spectacular views from the sky. Because when we sit as passengers, we look at our little porthole, we can only see so much, the clouds. But you get to see so much. And what does that do to you when you first got that opportunity to look out this windscreen, really, and see distances ahead of you that without markers?
I actually prefer the views in Barbados because when I was flying out of flight school in Barbados, it was absolutely beautiful. Like obviously we would fly down the beach, like flying out of Granley Adams, and it was like a surreal experience, like kind of like an out of body experience,
Right.
and that's just kind of what convinced me like I could do this every day.
And so you said you're preparing for exams, and once completed and passed this exam, what happens next for you?
So I'll have my private pilot license.
Finally.
And then yes, so I'll be able to fly passengers, and I'll be able to do like charity work, and I can work for like search and rescue. But I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna focus
Go
on the next
straight
step
on.
with my instrument license, and I'm gonna build some hours there, and then I'm gonna get my commercial license, and then build some more hours, and hopefully come back home.
Yeah, I can't wait for your inaugural flight piloting that aircraft into Barbados. That'll be fantastic. And so, how old are you now?
I'm 20 years old.
Tw- You're kidding me, right? 20?
I'm
20
20,
years
yeah.
old. And you've taken on the skies boldly. This is fantastic. And so perhaps by 25, you'll be a commercial pilot. Is that your
That's the
trajectory?
goal. Yes,
That
definitely.
is fantastic. And so, no regrets.
Absolutely none. I mean, I guess I could say that, I wish I started sooner, but I believe that right now where I am is the best time in my life to be doing this.
I agree with you. And so our overseas viewers are also saying congratulations to you, Shanae Daniel. I'm wishing you all the best on your journey to becoming a commercial pilot. And so you're getting the support of all of us. But at 20, I'm still stuck on the 20. At 20 years old, when you stop to think for just a second, the 20-year-old girls like yourself partying. But here it is, you're not partying, you're flying. Do you get a little time sometimes for just a little bit of fun while you're there in Florida?
Yes, I have a lot of time, to kind of get breaks and stuff like that. Like me and my friends, we like to, like go out to dinner and stuff like that. But obviously, it's nothing like being at home. I
Yes.
miss home a lot.
Oof, I can imagine. I really can imagine. And you're wearing your uniform, which is really
Yes.
cool. Which is really
Yes,
cool.
I'm actually wearing it because I have a flight. Like as soon as we finish here, I
Seriously.
have a flight to get to.
And where's this flight going to?
Okay, so I'm going to be flying to Gainesville in Florida, which is about 50 nautical miles away, so not that far. And yeah, it's a cross country, so I'll be by myself.
You are so bold. At 20 years old, by myself in a plane? No way, boy. Somebody's better be sitting next to me. That is wonderful. Listen, Sinead, we are so immensely proud of you. Really, really, really proud of you. At 20 years old, you are living your passion and bold enough to have that conversation with your parents that says, you know, I want to do this, and to get the support of your parents as well. I am so jealous, really, because you're doing something I'm fascinated about, piloting, and I perhaps don't have the same pluck that you have to be able to do so. So you're doing it for me as well, remember that. So you're doing it for a whole host of other people, young people in Barbados. Talk to them for just a moment about not giving up on what your purpose and your dream is.
Okay, so yeah, I feel so blessed that a lot of people like they kind of reach out to me and they say like that I'm such an inspiration. Like I'm really just like everybody else. I came from Barbados just like everybody else, lived there my whole life, and I never ever thought that I would ever be doing something, you know, to inspire people. And I just want to say to everybody, like, I'm so grateful for all the support, and literally anyone can do this. Just to prove to you that anyone can do it, I still get scared every single day. Every day that I go in the plane, like I say my prayers, like I'm very, very scared. So I just want you to know that if you take the leap and you face your fears, you can do anything. I never thought that I would be being a pilot. But it's definitely within your reach.
Well, beautifully said, Sinead. Question for you, can you drive? Do you have a license to drive?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Just making sure you can handle the ground as well as you can handle the skies. Well
Yes.
done, Sinead. Thank you very much for joining us from Florida. We will be tracking you because we can't wait to be at the airport as well when that inaugural flight piloted by Sinead Daniel, the Barbadian pilot, comes and lands at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Again, Barbados is proud of you. And so keep doing well what you're doing, and much success with your examination and today's flight and all of your other bits to accomplish your commercial license. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome indeed. Isn't she delightful, and isn't she inspiring? That's Sinead Daniel, a young Barbadian. She's only 20 years old. She drives, yes, on the ground, but she can fly. Boy, can she fly. Lloydie Horsford is saying congrats to her indeed. What an inspiring young lady. Kevin Way, thank you so much for joining and supporting her. Good job, Sinead. And so we continue to congratulate and support the excellence of our young people. She has shown us what is possible and how to make our dreams come true. That's a flight path that you can follow. 28 after the hour, we're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet.
You know why?
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
An hour of inspiration, celebration, soulful praise, and uplifting messages that will refresh your soul and fill your heart with joy. Q Gospel, Sunday at 4 p.m. on
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
29 minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock as we're joined on set by Shanika Burnett, who is a senior project manager with Call Barbados. And why is she here? Is it, by the way, show her again. I want you to look at the colors. Wow. And I was just overwhelmed. To the natural eye, it's one thing, but to see it on TV as well, it is beautiful. The combination of colors. Talk to me about your style.
Oh, well, I'm most known in Barbados as a fashion designer. I consider myself to be a culturally inspired designer. So I usually work with a lot of custom design fabrics. This piece, however, is not one of my pieces. It's from another one of our local designers, Marva Ford. So shout out to her. But I am a cultural practitioner and I love to support the art. So you will always find me wearing other pieces from other designers, other arts professionals, craftspeople.
You look so stunning. You want to see yourself? Look.
Oh, wow.
You see what I mean? You see?
I do.
It's beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Pearson, take a deep breath. So, but you're the senior project manager with Call Barbados. And I know Call Barbados is so wrapped up into what's happening right now with the exhibition on in the National, I call it the National Art Gallery, the Queen's Park Gallery.
Yes.
But you're also offering young entrepreneurial people an opportunity to be empowered as well, the next generation. And that, I think, is rather interesting.
Yes, we are hosting a Arts and Entertainment Network Professional Conference on the 8th of March. But Ashley is going to come and tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later. But I'm here to tell you about all the many events that we're having for the month of March. We call March the month of the arts for the Bridgetown International Arts Festival.
So let's walk it through very carefully. For those who don't know, first of all, what is Call Barbados? What does that CALL represent?
Okay, so CALL stands for Culture and Arts for Love and Living. And it is an arts organization here in Barbados, a non-governmental organization. And we essentially work to promote the arts and culture in Barbados and really spread awareness and support to the industry. Our aim is to develop the arts in Barbados, and through this organization we do a lot of partnerships. We engage in cultural programs, educational projects, and it is really to lend support to the agencies that are already working in culture and really be a voice, because most of us come from the arts background, and who is better to know what the issues that we face are and be in a position to give suggestions for relevant ways to address them.
But yourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's what you are set up to do. You network enabled in order to do so. And upcoming is this conference in March. But you said to me there's a whole month of activities as well. Would you have that calendar with you?
Well, yes.
Or certain highlights you want to share with us?
Yes, I do want to highlight some of the events. We're starting the month with the CAFA, which is the Caribbean Fine Arts Fair. This is on the 5th of March, from the 5th to 9th of March actually, at the Pelican House in Harbour Road. And this features many artists from throughout the Caribbean and the world, and it will be a multidisciplinary showcase. So you'll be seeing visual arts, music, dance, many disciplines. So that's definitely something to check out. We're also having, as you mentioned, the Art and Entertainment Management Professional Network. They're having a conference on the 8th of March. This is a one-day conference. Ashley is going to tell you more about it a little bit later, but it is being hosted by the newly formed Art and Entertainment Professional Network, and it is produced by Call Barbados. And this will be at Bagnall Point Gallery. And immediately after that, we're going to have a professional mixer, which will be in the evening, also in Pelican Village. And then coming up after that, the 15th of March, we're going to have dance featuring Haynesville Youth Club, and this will be at Commermere School. More details about this will be coming up in a little bit. And then the 21st, the following week, the Friday, starting on the Friday, we're going to have the Orators Experience. So this will be spoken word and other forms of entertainment through words. And then The Saturday, the 22nd, we're having Africa Day. I don't know if you're seeing some of the promotion for this so far, but it will be a day of family, fun, food, entertainment, and this will be at Wildy House Gardens.
Yes, not Wildy Great House, Wildy House Gardens. Yes.
And that will be a whole day event from 10 till 4, and tickets for that one are already on sale. Then rounding up, the Friday the 28th, we have Music is Life. This will be at the Sage Bar and Stage in Maxwell, Christchurch. And then rounding up the month, we are having Music and the Words, which I think is very fitting to end the month at the Roy Marshall Complex, LT1 at the University of the West Indies, the big lecture theatres in the middle. And this one, they're featuring hymns my mother taught me, which I think is absolutely beautiful.
You got that right. I'm a hymn lover personally, and so therefore, for those of us who've grown up listening to our mothers sing her favorite hymns, you know, Rock of Ages cleft for me, and understanding what that means and to be able to express it in that kind of way alongside other people who have had similar experiences, I'm sure has to be extremely meaningful. But that one I suspect is going to be very well subscribed.
I expect so, and that one starts at 6 p.m. This one is being produced by Christians in Action, and we expect this to be a sold-out event. Tickets are $35, and they're already on sale, so you can look out for the ticket sales.
So, and the information is right there on your screen, by the way, folks, how you can stay in touch with the ticket situation. So just make sure you get it. Curating Arts Experiences is going to be fantastic. A whole month of activities indeed, and pick your best, but come to all, really and truly. The one that you absolutely have to go to, but the other ones I want you to give full support as well, and that's what this whole month of the arts really is truly about. It's a big month of art festival activities going on. So this is what Call Barbados does. Support the arts. Do you get a sense that it's the call and of what's happening is being heard, not just by artists and practitioners, but by wider audiences and appreciation for what you do?
Absolutely. I would definitely say that I think the future is bright for the arts. I would have really started this project just coming out of COVID, and I can see there was a real thirst for expression, especially after being kind of dumbed down and
I like that.
I don't even know how to explain it for those couple years. So coming out of that, I have found that there is an interest, a newfound interest in the arts. I have also found that Barbadians have become very aware, culturally aware, and are very interested in supporting homegrown activities, homegrown products. And I think that is very good for us. The timing is actually perfect. I also find that corporate Barbados, they're recognizing the role that they can play, and we're finding that we're getting more people to come on board. The public definitely has shown, though, that there is definitely a market for it right now.
Right. I know you said to me that Ashley will be coming later to talk more about the one-day conference coming up. So, and I'm saying that for a reason. So therefore, but we'll talk a little bit more about the other things you're talking about, which is, so artists, are you fine? Because all of us don't even realize sometimes that we have that skill within us.
Exactly.
So in terms of being able to find that footing so that we see our potential, can Call Barbados help us with that? Because I might say, you know, one of my things I've written, I think is so fantastic. I can hear the sea goes, as they wash the shore with their watery broom. And so for me, that I sketched in my head. I've never forgotten it.
Yeah.
What do you see as the potential there?
Well, definitely Call Barbados has support for emerging artists. In addition to the Bridgetown International Arts Festival, which, by the way, is we capture our artists by open call. So we actually put the open call out sometime in August, September, the year prior, and we see what talent puts themselves out there. And we usually try to work with them in cases where they may not be at a stage where they're ready for the public. We usually try to support them that they are stage ready by the time the event comes around. So we do offer that type of support. We've also have worked one-on-one with some individuals who have expressed interest in developing themselves professionally. Okay. So there is scope. You should reach out.
Yes, I really should to pursue what is perhaps a very lucrative avenue for me. But quickly, just on what date is the leadership conference?
That is on the 8th
The
of
8th.
Yes, the 8th of March.
Do we have to register for that?
Yes, you do.
How?
You can register online at Call Barbados or at the Arts and Entertainment Professional Networks page. They have the link to do the registration there.
Okay, so we have to go online and register.
Yes.
It's limited space, obviously.
Yes, there is. So you should try to get there as soon as possible. And Ashley is going to go through the what I think is a wealth of information that you will be able to
glean from.
Yes, from industry professionals who have been there for a long time, and also some more emerging professionals that you can see a realistic path, you know. So I think that it will be very beneficial. It should be very engaging, and all of the attendees should walk away with something.
This is fantastic. So a whole month for you, who all of us really have become so more culturally aware.
Yes.
And have such a
It's
greater...
a beautiful thing.
I think so too, to watch it evolve. Can you imagine there was a time when, oh, and now suddenly it's, I want to be.
Yes.
And so to watch that grow and to see the change in humanity as a consequence of accepting who we are, because culture really is truly who we are.
It is.
And so to have that a greater appreciation and acceptance of who we are, and to see it lived out in the way that you do it at Call Barbados and the other organizations who are interested in the arts is fantastic. So there's a whole month, folks, of activities, all month of March, focusing on the arts as really the month of the arts, March. And so we want to encourage you, where possible, to give full support to the calendar of activities.
Yes.
Is there somewhere we can go to see all of the activities for March?
Yes, Call Barbados on the Instagram page. All of the activities are listed there.
Right, I've already liked it.
And also the Barbados Arts Festival, the Bridgetown Arts Festival, sorry.
The Bridgetown Arts Festival is one space you can go check it out.
On
follow them on
Instagram as
social.
well. Yes, on all the social media
Call Barbados also on social. You can see it all there. So you pick your, not poison, but you pick your what you want to do. Yes, different P, and you be there for everything that you see there on the calendar. Curating arts experiences 1st to the 31st of March, and it ends with that music and the word gospel in the Roy Marshall Complex Lecture Theatre 1 at the UWI-Cayfield campus. It's going to be fantastic. We want to encourage you to give fullest support to the whole month of activities there. I want to thank you so very much, Shanika.
Thank you so much for having me.
Again, tell everybody how beautiful you are.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching Mornin Barbados as well. And continue doing well, leading by inspiration, leading by light, because there's something coming out off of you that's very inspiring, which is quite good.
Thank
so
you.
continue leading by light, and everyone will follow.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
An hour of inspiration, celebration, soulful praise, and uplifting messages that will refresh your soul and fill your heart with joy. Q Gospel, Sunday at 4 p.m. on Quality 100.7 FM radio, bringing you closer to the music, the message, and the ministry. It's your Sunday moment of praise and purpose, where faith meets music. Q Gospel, Sunday at 4 p.m. on Q 100.7 FM.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
16 to 7, you know, you just heard Shanika say Ashley, and suddenly she materialized. Yes, indeed. Ashley Alkins joins me now. Ashley, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome indeed. Thank you for joining us. There's a lot resting on your little shoulders.
That's
Shanika has just dropped you in it, girl. So let's start first of all with the leadership conference coming up that provides support. When is it again, and where is it, and how can we register?
Okay, so the Arts and Entertainment Professional Network one-day conference happens on March 8th at 10 o'clock at Pelican House in the conference room.
Right.
Where we want to educate the future arts managers, those who have been through the program at Barbados Community College in the Arts and Entertainment Management bachelor's degree. So we are providing support by getting professionals in the industry to come in and give us a little sneak peek as to what it is like being in the industry. Because when you leave school, you have no idea. But you get a little glimpse in school, but you now have the opportunity to come and get first-hand experience from industry professionals.
And people who've walked the walk before you, so you learn from them how to apply what you've just earned from school or minimal practice. And that's fantastic. As you said, it's going to be in Pelican, in the conference room at Pelican, on the 8th of March.
Yes, at 10 o'clock. We need you guys early so that you can register, so that we can start on time, because we do have the mixer right after.
And so the mixer's right after? At 10 o'clock after? Okay, great.
The mixer is right after in the evening.
So registration is via the online link?
Yes, which can be found on the Instagram page in the Barbados in Bridgetown Arts Festival Instagram page.
All right. So we got that. I'll repeat it as we go along, okay?
Yeah.
Then we want to talk today about who entertains the entertainers.
Who entertains
That's
the
an interesting
entertainers?
question. Do you have an answer?
Who entertains the entertainers? The entertainers. We entertain each other.
Yes, yes. And so you're having an activity coming up for that as well?
Yes.
What is it?
So it's the social mixer, which happens at 6 o'clock in the Pelican Food Court.
That's on the same day?
Yes.
Okay, on the 8th.
On the same day, the 8th, in the Pelican Food Court downstairs. So you get to meet other artists like yourselves. And for that event, we want musicians, poets, dancers, like anybody in the entertainment industry to come out and create collaborations and network and build and foster connections who can then lead to strengthening our community and our cultural industries in Barbados.
Right. And so it's open to all entertainers, really, to come and be a part of it. The Artistry of Entertainment Professional Mixer is on the 8th at 6 p.m. Pelican Lifestyle Center Food Court. And it's produced by the Arts and Entertainment Professional Network, indeed. And so it's open to all entertainers to come network, share with yourself, support each other, to give each other that oomph to continue. Because sometimes it can be daunted when you feel as if it's just you alone.
Absolutely. And you get to meet the new art managers coming up from Barbados Community College.
Right,
graduating.
That's great. I want to walk through now the leadership conference.
Yes.
Okay? Because I've noticed that you have some very interesting subject areas that you'll be tackling. One of which is understanding the arts and entertainment landscape. Who's going to be presenting that, and what do you think are the benefits to be derived there?
So understanding the
arts and entertainment landscape.
Entertainment landscape.
That's around 11:15.
That's the one around 11:15. So that is facilitated by Levi King. And we're going to have a lot of activities. And our presenter is Andrea Amaking and Donna Lisa and Richard Haynes. And they're going to be providing insight into what it is like to introduce them, to build a rapport, set the tone for collaborations, you know, build those connections that can then lead to great work being produced and supporting each other.
So these are very interactive sessions. You meet with industry leaders and you ask your questions, you get the answers and the guidance on how to approach it.
Absolutely.
And so that's important. Then around 12 or so, there's a workshop.
Yes.
So we had our sessions, now we're going into working now. This workshop looks at the foundations of effective arts and entertainment management.
So the facilitators for that one is Andrea again, Peter Lewis, and Ingrid Holler. So Ingrid is going to be speaking about understanding arts and how to manage them, artists and how to manage them. Peter is the assistant registrar and technical coordinator at UE. So he'll be offering, you know, insight as to what we can do afterwards. And Andrea is what is management, the different types of management, and the different types of artists, including facilitators, events, and stakeholders.
And that's an important session because oftentimes you, as we here in the media, would meet someone here, oh, that's my manager.
Yes.
And you wonder, okay, but
what do they do?
What do they do? What do they do? And do they know what they are required to do? And so if you consider yourself to be an artist manager or part of an artist management team, this conference is for you. You need to be able to understand. So you're meeting with those who have been there, who understand what it is, who can share with you insight and give insight into what's about. And that's why registration for this is so critical.
Yes.
This conference is next weekend.
Yes.
It's next week. So therefore, it's important that you register as soon as possible to be a part of this leadership conference. Then there's another one that happens in the afternoon. The Lord asks the question, what every young manager should know.
Yes.
It flows naturally from that.
It does, absolutely. So this one was posed by the network because we are coming up, and when we finish school, we are not exactly lost, but we have questions because we're now entering the industry. So as we now enter the industry, we got questions.
Right.
So our facilitators for that are Richard Haynes, featuring a shabby Ingrid Holder, Matthew Ashley, Ingrid Holder, Barry Knight, Jason Russell, Donalisa Calendar Smith, and they're going to have a panel discussion, basically just answering our questions and giving us a little more insight into the industry and what they wish they knew as they were entering the industry like we are.
And I mean, there's also the legal aspect to management.
Absolutely.
And so I hope that that is also featured at some point into this whole thing. And so they're also going on another session. I'm pointing out the session so that as you prepare to register, you think about registering, you know what you're getting. There's a session later on in the afternoon that looks at effective communications for the arts.
Yes. So in the arts, you have to be able to communicate because you're not only communicating with your artists, you're also communicating with stakeholders and other artists as well, other arts managers. So you have to be able to manage each conversation in a way that the other person on the other end understands where you're coming from so that you get the best situation and the best outcome of the collaboration when you're collaborating, and so that there's a general understanding of what needs to be done and when it needs to be done.
And how to say it. Just how to say it so that the audience captures exactly how you tell those stories in such a way that you present yourself as someone that's sought after.
Yes.
And how do you get the audience to buy into that message as well? You know, and so that kind of communication is going to be important. Show me the money. That's another one. Show me the money. Sustaining your career, personal growth, and industry trends. I think that's a very important one.
Yes, because we have to live as artists. You have to live. And in our small island where artists have need more than one job to sustain themselves, how can we then not do that and actually survive as an artist in our little rock?
So registration is important, folks. Is there a registration fee?
No. This event
You're joking me, Ashley, with all of this. There's no registration fee?
No registration fee, which is why you need to register.
As soon as because it's free, you expect that there's going to be a swarm of people coming through. You need to register as quickly as possible for all of this. You get to interact with a network of people. See the link in the caption. I'm looking for it.
The link is in the caption.
Okay, so it's at Bagnell Point Conference Room, Pelican Village on Harbour Road. It's on Saturday the 8th, that's next week. Saturday, by the way, from 10 till 4. I think those are 6 hours very well spent as a practitioner in the industry of entertainment, as someone who wants to be offering services allied to the entertainers as well. You need to register for this. You need to be a part of this conference. It's a leadership empowerment conference.
Absolutely.
And so what role do you play?
So I assist the head of the organization call, just making sure that everything is done. I also assist with posting on social media, making sure that everything is done on social media as well.
We're just showing what the registration form looks like there, everybody.
It's very easy and
simple. Yes, it is. Really, really, really easy. So once you get in there, you just plug in that information that's right there, hit send, and you will be accepted into this conference, this leadership conference, which is good. Come prepared to take notes.
Absolutely. There's a lot of information.
With your questions that you're burning to ask, and you will seek, you shall find, right? And all of those things. It's open to entertainers, practitioners, budding managers, students, as well, who have an interest. Those of you at the community college and other spaces who are learning the art of entertainment and other forms of expression, you have to be there, but you need to register. They're limited seating.
They are.
And while Pelican is a large area, that little conference room is only a conference room. So
Absolutely.
the more the merrier, but you need to register to ensure that you're part of the more. And so registration is urgent, and next Saturday is when it actually happens, starting at 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Dedicate 6 hours to yourself. Dedicate 6 hours to your future. Dedicate 6 hours to your success. Dedicate 6 hours to your financial growth as well. So we're encouraging as many of you in the entertainment industry to do so. And this is all led by Call Barbados. And
it's led by the Arts Entertainment Professional Network, assisted by Call Barbados.
Yeah, and Call Barbados is calling you, entertainers, to join in all of this for your own benefit, for your own good, and that's important. I know that the arts gallery, the arts gallery is on, and so we want to encourage you also to go to the exhibition until the 1st of March.
Exhibition.
But then again, as you said, March. You also said March is the month of arts.
March is the month of arts,
and so we don't want you to miss anything. Be a part of everything in the month of March. Miss Ashley Alkins.
Yes, please.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You are very
it was
welcome.
a pleasure.
Mine as well. So as you can see, I feel as if I am a big giant next to Ashley, right? I asked Ashley when she walked on, Ashley, how tall are you? And Ashley said,
4'6".
I said, who says 4? Who says, you know, because it's 5 this, but nonetheless, you are big in what you offer.
Thank you.
And I really want to congratulate you on that. Not to be daunted at all. I love your spirit. Love
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Ashley Alkins is her name. So who entertains the entertainers? And what opportunities can you gain from this upcoming conference? Register and find out. We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Our world.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I have a riddle for you. We have 2 minutes to go to 7 o'clock. You have to be fast, fast, fast. Remember, in these riddles, use your BRAIN. That's what I want you to be using as we do this as well. So what's next riddle? Do you want to see? Do you want to hear? Do you want to tell you about it? The next riddle is coming up. That next riddle is, when is the top of a mountain similar to a savings account? When is the top of the mountain similar to a savings account? Do you have a clue or any idea whatsoever? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Where does your imagination take you? When is a top of a mountain similar to a savings account? Call me now. 228-5562 or 228-5563, and let me know what you're thinking, where this mind takes you. When is a top of a mountain similar to a savings account? For real, what is it? When do you think is the top of a mountain similar to a savings account? 228-5562 or 228-5563. So call me and let me know. Come on, don't dilly-dally. Let's get this rolling. When is the top of a mountain similar to a savings account? I know you cannot begin to imagine what could possibly be the answer. Try your own brain power. Try it yourself. Let your imagination roam, because you might very well be right. So when is the top of a mountain similar to a savings account? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, just listen to the telephone, okay?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Who's calling?
Simone.
Hi, Simone. Oh, that's a big name, Simone. Where are you watching us from?
Christchurch.
Christchurch. Simone of Christchurch, what's your answer?
I think Frozen.
When it's frozen?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of savings account do you have that's frozen? Talk to me, Simone. What kind of savings account do you get that is frozen?
No, it goes into that state.
When it's not used.
Yeah.
Or misused. So when the top of the mountain is frozen, is when it's similar to a savings account that is frozen.
You know.
You're right, Simone, you know, because you're wrong. Thank you, Simone.
Thank you.
You're very welcome indeed. Is there anybody else who wants to give a try to this? When is the top of a mountain similar to a savings account? 228-5562 or 228-5563. That's your challenge. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
Oh, good to hear that. I'm okay too. And what's the name? Where are you watching from?
I'm watching from Christchurch.
And this is?
Excuse me?
And you are?
Eleanor Stamp.
Oh, Eleanor. Good morning to you, Eleanor. Thank you for watching from Christchurch and thank you for calling. Do you think you have the answer?
I think so.
Let's hear you, Eleanor.
When the account is high.
Not bad. When the account is high, that is not bad. I think you're going in the right direction, but you have not reached the top of the mountain yet.
Okay.
All right, Eleanor. Thank you very much indeed. She's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. When is the top of the mountain similar to a savings account? Answer from Patricia is when I have more than $1 million. Really? Is that as high the mountain as you can find? There are mountains far higher than that. Ask Elon. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good to hear you again today.
Yeah.
What is your answer?
When it piques one's interest.
Where you got that from?
Huh. I will tell you today.
No. I want you to tell me today. Where did you get that answer from?
I had to Google it this morning. Pearson.
Should I forgive you?
Yes, you should call me calling yesterday and they got it right.
That's not the point. Why should I forgive you after I admonished someone else earlier?
I don't know.
Because I want you to use your brain.
I was using my brain, but I want to be sure.
No. I don't want you to be sure. I don't want you to be sure.
That when I call you, that I have the right answer.
I want you to be sure that when you call me, you have an answer. I will let you know.
I have an answer.
Your answer was cheated. I want you to.
Right.
That's not the point. I want you to call me, try it, and I can tell you whether you're right or wrong. I will guide you. So don't worry. Okay. This is not about the number of points you score. That's not what this is about.
So my points were low this morning.
I'll give you low points this morning, but for the right answer. So you get an F for right answer.
I failed?
Yes, because your method is incorrect, even though you got the right answer. Thank you so much, all right?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. When it piques one's interest. You get it? Piques one's interest account, savings account interest. When it piques, mountain peak, one's interest. That's what I'm looking for. Do not go online. I will turn off all of your computers if I possibly could. Karen, thank you so much. You're absolutely right. Use your brain. Please, I beg of you. The fun really comes when you get it wrong, you know. I like when you get it wrong. I really love it when you get it wrong. But I love the fact that you try naturally even more so. Let's do some news now, folks. Let's tell you what's coming up. Monday, March the 10th is the date for the budgetary proposals and financial statement for 2025. And it will not be delivered by the Prime Minister, Mayor Alma Motley, but instead by the Minister responsible for Finance and Economic Affairs, Ryan Strawn. Prime Minister Motley made that announcement yesterday at State House, where she witnessed the swearing-in of Government newest Senator Jonathan Reid, who will serve as the Minister of Innovation, Industry, Science and Technology. The Prime Minister says Minister Strawn will be delivering the budget this year as she wanted to give someone else the opportunity to execute the task, one of the most important events on the national calendar.
Get to speak longer than most, so I still will have my opportunity. But I think it is important that we build capacity across the country, and that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you very much.
That budget presentation is scheduled to start at 3 in the afternoon on the 10th of March. Meanwhile, the 42-year-old Reid, formerly Chief of Staff in the Prime Minister's office, says he's willing and ready to take on his new role as a senator and a minister. He says one of his first orders of business is to engage in discussions with the President of the Senate, the Most Honorable Reginald Farley, and Leader of Government Business in the Senate, Senator Lisa Cummins, regarding the state of affairs in the upper house.
I think I need to really resonate with the government policies with the general public and the ambition that's involved in the work. When I first started, I think like any other relatively young person, I felt, oh, well, government doesn't have many ideas. The people were just kind of plowing along and not doing dynamic things. I was very wrong. And the extraordinary things that are attempted every single day, right? So from life sciences to plant science to there's all means of AIs being built all across government, all kind of interesting things that I don't think that resonates with the public. I think that needs to be much more to the fore. I think the idea of it being a whole of nation approach, I think that's something that's fundamentally missing. At the end of the day, government is made of Barbadians. The country is, has itself and has to focus on being the best version of itself to move itself forward. And I think there's that idea of us and them doesn't work in the world that we live in right now.
Prime Minister Motley says that she's confident that Minister Reid is capable of helping to transform the country from an analog environment to one that is digital.
This ministry, therefore, of innovation, industry, science and technology is intended to be able to bridge that gap and to ensure that we can digitize and innovate. Digitization is not simply about just scanning and moving forward. You hear me talk all the time about deconstruct, reconstruct, and ask a number of questions so that we don't assume that the things that were relevant 50 years, 100 years, 70 years ago are still the things to guide us today. What is the public purpose we're trying to serve? What is the public mischief we want to get away from? And how can technology help us to do that in a more effective and efficient way?
The Barbados Secondary Teachers Union is in full support of the move to transforming the education landscape in the country. President Mary Ann Redmond says officials now need to look as a priority at transitioning from the primary to secondary school system. Her comments came following the announcement by the Prime Minister of a cabinet reshuffle. The announcement included an adjustment to the role of the function of the Ministry of Education.
What has been in place for decades now is not working. That is clear in relation to the examination itself and what happens after the exam. And in the BSTU, we are hoping that this will be a priority area where there is a relook, a rethink, and reorganization of transition from primary to secondary school.
Ms. Redmond adds that her union is hopeful to meet with Minister of Education Transformation, Chad Blackman, soon. She says they also look forward to continue working alongside Minister Sandra Husbands, who now has responsibility for training and tertiary education. And she thanks former Minister of Education, Kay McConney, for her support over the years.
Previous comments from Mr. Blackman have exposed a commitment on his part to change and innovation in preparing youth for the 21st century, and we are excited to be working with him on this through his responsibility for education transformation. I do believe that education transformation is something that all right-thinking people see as an urgent need for us in this country.
Barbados is the third captive insurance jurisdiction in the region and 7th in the world. This from Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Services Commission, Warwick Ward, as he addressed the Barbados International Business Association's conference to introduce the upcoming 5th Barbados Risk and Insurance Management Conference to be held next month. In a wide-ranging speech, the CEO said the insurance sector continues to grow, and the Financial Services Commission is patently aware that they must evolve to meet the demands of the stakeholders and has advised on proposed amendments to the Insurance Act. Trevor Thorpe reports.
The FSC official said the amendments would facilitate the implementation of risk-based requirements for statutory funds, capital and solvency.
We have made a few necessary amendments, but overall we have started a comprehensive and purpose-driven approach to our legislative amendments and our reform agenda. We do this to ensure that the implementation of a modern and flexible framework which allows the Commission to do exactly what we say we are going to do create a risk-based framework.
Mr. Ward said as part of the FSC's engagement, they will share the amendments with the industry and effect consultations before the final version is shaped.
To demonstrate our commitment to you and to provide strong regulatory oversight and to enhance service offerings as we build out FSC 2.0. The Commission is focused on effectively implementing a risk-based regulatory framework and supervisory methodology. And this will allow us to better address the macro and micro prudential exposures that may arise. Robust risk management, given the size and the exposure of our economy. Robust risk management is essential for fostering investor confidence and driving increased investment into and within the Barbadian economy.
BIBA's Vice President, Joanna Austin, said the conference will bring together over 150 insurance, risk management, and global business professionals.
Our goal is to foster thought leadership and facilitate meaningful connections among industry experts and regulators. This year, we are excited to host the conference on March 27th and 28th at the luxurious, all-inclusive Wyndham Grand Barbados, a venue that allows us to welcome more delegates and sponsors than ever before. We are already on course to exceed previous year's conferences with already over 150 delegates, speakers, and sponsors registered from 88 different companies and 10 different jurisdictions.
The Barbados Risk and Insurance Management Conference will run from March 27th to the 28th at the Wyndham Grand Barbados Sam Lords Castle Resort. Trevor Thorpe for the Business Report.
Thank you, Trevor Thorpe, for reporting for the CBC News. More news coming up at noon right here on CBC TV 8. Morning Barbados comes right back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
CBC TV 8, the home of championships, will be bringing live coverage of Gold Cup, NAPSAT and BSAT in the month of March.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
African kings like Mansa Musa, the greatest and richest man to ever exist. His Excellency is an excellent example of black excellence in the trade of getting rich. Rebels like Harriet Tubman, Kunta Kinte, Bassa, who freed themselves from the shackles of slavery and taught their brothers and sisters the ways to resist. But nowadays, we have become mentally enslaved and imprisoned to our brain cells because even though slavery is abolished, the plot has not taken a twist.
Sometimes black is a little bit tragic.
Oh my God, black is we could travel halfway across the world and black to black we see each other and get along. We call that black congregation.
A man is to add value to your life, but I feel like a constant subtraction. And I finally understand why they call a lover an other half, because without you, I'm just a fraction of a man trying to keep count of my rounds. I've lost count of all the women who learned to hate from my love. Damn.
Every morning them waiting by the bus stop, them talking about the bus man, eh? The bus man, eh? I said school children and workers, baskets of hawkers waiting, bus man, eh? I said, bus man, must be fun, man, driving them bus man in them street, man, hey, backing down in them corners, wheeling around them bends, sailing through them cars and thing. Hear the engine sing in the bus, man. Hey, must be fun, man. Hey, must be panic, man. In the bus, man. Hey, the bus, man. And if it stay too long, it is confusion. Oh, the bus, man. Where the bus, man? Hey, it's a sweating and a fretting. And when the bus come long, it bypass them into town. Oh, the bus man, eh? I said, bus man, must be fun, man. Driving them bus man in them street, man, hey. Backing down in them corners, wheeling around them bends, sailing through them cars and things. Hear the engine sing in the bus, man, hey. Must be fun, man, hey. Must be panic, man, hey. In the bus, man, hey. The bus, man, huh. Sun gone down in the bus stand, oh, the bus, man, hey. The bus, man, huh. It's a easing and a squeezing for a wallet in the bus stand, hey. The bus, man. But once you're sitting there, the driver take good care in the bus, man, hey. I said, hoisting to Bridgetown, hold down to Spicestown, the bus, man, hey. I said, bus, man, must be fun, man. Driving them bus, man, in them street, man, hey. I said, backing down in them corners, wheeling around them bends, sailing through them cars and things. Hear the engine sing in the bus, man, hey. Must be fun, man, hey. Must be panic, man, huh. In the bus, man, huh. The bus, man. The bus, man. The bus, man, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to bring to the stage Mr. Winston Farrell, who will be presented with the first Griot Award for 2025 for his contribution to poetry and his standard of excellence in Barbados.
I'm truly honored to be presenting this award to my great-grandfather, my father. But for real, even before I knew myself, when I first, about the time Barbados Youth Service, I met Winston Farrell, and even when I didn't even understand the words of poetry as yet, Farrell found me, he crafted me, he helped me along my way, he helped guide me to the path that I am today right now, and for that, Farrell, honestly, thank you. Respect my brother.
First of all, thank you, Wakwan. Thank you, Poetry. I say Poetry Nation. First, I would want to say that this award and this honoring is really, truly touching and honored, especially coming from the youths, maybe a generation or two under me. So that is special, and I respect that a lot, yeah? But more so, I think any honoring of my work and my contribution doesn't stand alone. And this work, I always tell people, is more it is more than I. It is not about me, really. I was just a vessel. But there are some people that, at any honoring of my work, that I need to mention as it relates to my body of work, as it relates to rhythm poetry. I cannot take all the accolades. I would want to say a special love for the late Ricky Babu Paris and Michael Rashid Foster, brethren that I would have come along with. They were like my big brothers. And of course, there's Aja and the Jills brothers from up north. These are all poets that would have run the route with me. Some of them, like I said, my big brothers. And more than that, moments like this, I'm thankful for the guidance of people like Bruce St. John, the late Bruce St. John. As I stand here, I can remember many Sunday mornings in the backyard of Rashid Foster down Morris Gap, Paris Gap, down there in Westbury, where Bruce would just come through and mentor us. And of course, the late Kamau, of whom I've had a lot of privileges sitting at his feet up there in Cowpasta. So, with those out of the way, again, I want to say thanks. I want to wish poetry all the best. This is just your first year. Remember, I always tell the youths, you know what I mean, the road is long. So, you know what I mean, don't think that you arrive after your first year. You got a lot of years to go. And I want to wish you all the best in terms of that. And I hope that we can continue to have some kind of partnership. And this is not a resignation, but more a commitment to continue to go forward. And I hope that we have some collaborations going forward. There's lots of work to be done, trust me. And you're not alone here, poets in Barbados. I've had the opportunity recently to travel to Kenya, and the spoken word artists in Kenya showed me a lot of love just there in October. And they have an interest in working with and cooperating with the poets of Barbados. So that is one of my challenges going forward. How do I get these two nations to collaborate and continue to work? Bless up everybody and give thanks.
Amen. Winston Farrell, they're backing down in them corners, wheeling around them bends, sailing through the cars and things. Hear the engine sing in the Boss Man. Sweet song indeed, one that we shall never forget either. So Winston Farrell, congratulations on your recognition from the poetry group indeed. Now, there's a whole lot more to tell you about. I did promise you at the start of the show that we are going to be talking about some news out of Trinidad and Tobago, but I want to share first the Bajan bits first. Now, don't forget, you remember Dwayne Scanterbury, that young artist from St. Peter? Well, he has some. We'll take a break and we're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
CBC TV8, the home of championships, will be bringing live coverage of Gold Cup, NAPSAT and BSAT in the month of March. Packages are available for sponsorship now. Contact your CBC sales representative today or call 467-5559.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So as I was saying, Dwayne Sandiford is having his exhibition on right now in the library in Speightstown. That continues until the end of the month. But on the weekend, on this evening, as a matter of fact, he's launching his new art exhibition, his new art project at the Fisherman's Pub. It begins at 5. And so we want to encourage you to come out there to reveal of the project. Clement Armstrong, the mayor of Speightstown, are launching on the journey of a lifetime at Fisherman's Pub this evening at 5. We want to encourage you to be there to support Dwayne Sandiford. That young man is so outstanding, and we want you to continue to support him as well. Remember too that the Roman Catholic community in Barbados are hosting their panel discussion this evening, deconstructing the problem of crime and violence, seeking pathways to restoration. That's the title, the moot. They'll be on discussion. It's a panel discussion. It's open to everyone at the Roman Catholic Cathedral in Jamet's Lane, and we want to encourage as many of you as possible to be there. It begins at 6:30. 6:30. That you see right there on your screen. Those are the panelists who will be there, and we want to encourage you to come here and share, pose your questions, and get answers as well, as we all work together as a community to find the solutions. This is all led by the Roman Catholic Church, and we want to encourage you to be there. Today is also Q Day. It's Thursday. Where shall Q in the community be today? We are going to Pelican Village. Pelican Village today for Q in the community. There's also one other Bajan thing I want to share with you. This I just got insight from our producer Nadia Foster. She said to me, and she shared with me just a scope, a little bit of what's happening at Wesley Hall Jr. They had Happy Afro and Headwear Day, all part of their celebration of African Awareness Week. And so she found herself a nice little video that shared with us some of what they did at the school, Wesley Hall Jr. Can we look now? Take a look yourselves. Hall Jr. there. I'm not my hair, I'm not my skin, it's the soul that lives within. And so we celebrate with them to African Awareness Week. There they are in their afro and head ties, looking absolutely cute and beautiful. You see the little boys bopping as they were making their way to the camera. Too sweet for days. Now to Trinidad and Tobago. You remember this little young man, Zachary Ransom, who we have interviewed a couple times already. I remember he retained his junior Soca Monarch title. And do you know doing what? Let's take a listen.
When the sun come out, it's only shine in one place. We believe the same color, so I just only see one race. One Caribbean, one nation, plenty islands, one estimation. It's time to come together like a champ. And play a match, play a match. Then we beat the big match. So forget the ocean, then we play a match, play a match. Then we spread the wings like a nigga. And forget the only way for this. What you want again? Down here we have everything. So let me unite and jump on the train. Stop complaining. Free up and we make we name. There's nobody but we still come. On the sun
Zachary Ransom, only 11 years old, and he has 2 crowns this year. He won in the Junior Soca Monarch in his age category, and then that's the national one, and he won that too with Player Mass. There he is, a proud recipient of his trophy as the Junior Soca Monarch of Trinidad and Tobago for 2025. Well done, Zachary. I'm going to tell your mother on you. I saw you walking up on stage. Nevertheless, have a good time indeed. Well done indeed. Staying there in Trinidad and Tobago, you know, I must tell you, as I told you last time, we do have a countdown on our radio station on 98.1 and 94.7. That countdown shows how the songs are ranking based upon rotation in TNT. It's hosted by Mikey Mix of 98.1 The One and Bass of Vibe CT 105 in Trinidad and Tobago. And that is heard on 98.1 on Friday nights at 9:30, repeated then on Saturday afternoons at 4 on 94.7. This young man is... that we're going to share with you now is part of that Big Links rhythm. Big Links rhythm has been riding a good success on that countdown as well. Now, Full Blown Entertainment is the combination of Kevon and Corey Hart, and they've produced and written all the sounds on the Big Link rhythm, which features Machel Montano, Kess, and a whole host of other big names. So let's take a look at that.
Cause a friend and me like it like that. Coming on my life like snaking out the grass. One with your fitness and your right body.
Forget the voices. One day we gon' make it. We don't have to fake it. I give you my best. I give you the chain off my neck. I give you my love and respect. But now hear this story. Is you ex with me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear this show now, is you ex with me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't crossing a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. My friend and them could tell you about me. Good people, it's good people. We only want love in we circle. Yeah. My family could tell you about me. Good people, it's good people. We only want love. I am on foes like you never do bad. Things where you do, say you never do that. Run for the cream and you never look back. Now money in the pocket, so you never too sad. Boy, if money make you dance, you be dancing forever. To the beat of a drum that never go help you. But now hear this story. Is you ex with me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear this show now, is you ex with me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't crossing a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. Good spirit.
Now that's the Big Links rhythm featuring Full Blown. That Big Links rhythm has been riding at position number 1 for the last 5 weeks in Trinidad and Tobago. You need to listen tomorrow evening at 9:30 on 98.1 The One or on Saturday at 4 in the afternoon to find out whether or not it retains its position. Don't forget, we're to listen. All right, another rhythm in Trinidad and Tobago that's been very, very powerful for this carnival season as well is called the Tilden rhythm. This Tilden rhythm is produced by the boys, the Red Boys of Barbados. This too also features some big artists from Trinidad and Tobago, including Marshall Montano and Young Brother. Now, this video he chose to release at this time of the festival. I wonder why. This one, now, the Kettle Pot, we want you to take a look to.
I see she come in the bed and she looking all around and she get frightened when she see a set a man. Whoa, bada-ba-dee-da-dee-da. Bada-ba-dee-da-dee-da-dee. Bada-ba-dee-da-dee-da. Where you going? Where you going? Stand up there and take the jamming. Why you only looking down at your watch? They'll make your whole body rock and take that. It's not what I the kettle pot. But why you going round the block? When you ready from the iron drum. Right back when I hit this spot, just belt ways like betting is your profession. I go wait till your bumper confession. I'm not no sukunya, no large bless, no. Just come to get on, but come to zest, yeah. Don't be afraid, girl, don't reject me. Why don't you throw it back, let we fair. But the more you resist, the more they come. It's like throwing sugar on the ground and watching the ants move along. No, this is just how we party. This is how we jam. Loosen your waist and turn around. Do my tongue now. It's not what I get kettle pot. But why you going round the block? When you rhythm from the iron drum. Right back when I hit this spot. Just belt waist, like betting is your profession. I go wait till your bumper confession. I promise to take my time, show respect, yeah. Put my hands by my side, keep them in check. If you want to take me down, we could go down there. The lower we go, the more jamming you go get. But the more you resist, the more they come. It's like throwing sugar on the gong and watching the ants move along. No, this is just how we party. This is how we jam. Loosen your waist and turn around. Come on down now. It's not what I the kettle pot. But why you going round the block? When you rhythm from the iron drum. Right back when I hit this spot. Just belt waist like betting is your profession. I go wait till your bumper confession. It's not what I the kettle pot. But why you going round the block? When you rhythm from the iron drum. Right back when I hit this spot. Just belt waist like betting is your profession. I go wait till your bumper confession. I see she come in the bed that she looking all around and she get frightened when she see a set a man. But the more you resist, the more they come. It's like throwing sugar on the ground and watching the ants move along. No, this is just how we party. This is how we jam. Loosen your waist and turn around. Don't know. It's not what I the kettle pot. But why you going round the block? When you rhythm from the iron drum. Right back when I hit this spot. Just belt waist like betting is your profession. I go wait till your bumper confession. It's not what I the kettle pot. But why you going round the block? When you rhythm from the iron drum. Right back when I hit this spot. Just belt waist like betting is your profession. I go wait till your bumper confession.
Young Brother there with one called Kettle Pot, produced by the Red Boys of Barbados. That's on the Tilden rhythm, which is also on the countdown, which you will listen to tomorrow evening at 9:30 on 98.1 The One, and on Saturday at 4. to follow and find out whether or not the Tilden rhythm continues to be on that top 10 countdown. So look out and listen up for that as well. Don't forget, today is Fusion Arts, Fine Arts Fusion at the Coleridge and Parry School. And all day long today, from the time school starts until the very time school ends, is where you will see the expression of our fine arts by the students of the Frederick Smith Secondary, the Darrell Jordan Secondary, the Allen School, the Alexandra School, and the Coleridge and Parry School across the school compound. We encourage you as best you can to go, view the art, then stick around for the entertainment a little later on in the afternoon, as well as the children express themselves through the arts. So we want to encourage you to continue supporting the Amalgamation Week activities of the Coleridge and Parry School. It is 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. There's a Bajan of Far. We'll introduce you to her and a whole lot more straight ahead.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
An hour of inspiration, celebration, soulful praise, and uplifting messages that will refresh your soul and fill your heart with joy. Q Gospel, Sunday at 4 p.m. on Quality 100.7 FM radio, bringing you closer to the music, the message, and the ministry. It's your Sunday moment of praise and purpose, where faith meets music. Q Gospel.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We are 18 minutes now to go to the hour of 8 o'clock. I told you just before the break, we'll meet a Bajan of Far. But this Bajan is in Barbados. Would you imagine that? She does some outstanding work where she is in Montreal, Canada. And so we thought we should catch up with her to get a sense of where you are, what you're doing, what drives you, the passion. And she's brought along her passion, her husband as well, to Barbados as well. Good morning to Aubrey Seeley Williams. How do you do?
Fine, thank you.
You're very welcome. And you brought your husband with you, the Pastor Gerald Williams.
Yes.
How do you do, sir?
Fine. Good morning to you.
Good morning indeed. And welcome home from Montreal. You've come in from the cold.
Cold weather.
Yep. When did you arrive?
We arrived on Tuesday. 25th on American Airlines.
Right.
And we left Montreal, went to Miami, and came straight here.
What was the temperature in Montreal when you left?
Well, it was 8.
8 degrees Celsius?
Celsius.
8 degrees Celsius?
Yes.
We hit 20 degrees Celsius and we shiver. Furthermore, to be 8 degrees Celsius, to be that is uncomfortably cold in my head, isn't it?
Right. And we took a video was to show you how high the snow is around the house and everything.
So how high is the snow around the house?
Oh my God.
To the roof?
6. No, well, not to the roof.
Up to
not
here.
To the roof.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
And that's what you live in?
Yes.
No wonder you had to come to Barbados to be a part of this.
Yes.
So, and what that must be interesting, living like that. How long have you been living in Montreal now, Aubrey?
Well, 25 years.
25 years. And over those 25 years, you've been shoveling snow.
Yes. But I went to school here in Barbados.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We're in Barbados, where you've born.
I was born in Spooner, St. John.
No.
And grew up with my aunt, my aunts, Sylvia Seeley, Graydon Seeley. And my mother went to school at Queen's College. I went to Hinesbury Primary School, and my aunt was Pauline Campbell.
Okay, you come from quite a family, Graydon Seeley. There's a
Yes.
school named after him.
Yes.
Did you know that, Gerald?
Yes. Yes.
You two now are in a family
Oh,
of
yes.
great legacy.
He made sure he invited us to the house.
Yes.
To bless her with
Right.
our marriage.
Oh,
You know,
lovely.
after
Yes.
we got married, he invited us to come to his home in St. John. And he blessed us, you know, as the uncle. He's very happy that, you know, she's married. And
He was such a gracious man. You
Yes.
know, I met him once. I had the opportunity to sit and chat with him when I was working in radio moons ago.
Yes.
And so, you know, having met this man whose name we knew through education and to sit with him to hear his story was quite awe-inspiring. So that's the family you come from.
Yes.
So you're from Montreal now. You're living in Montreal now for the last 25 or so, quarter of a century.
Yes.
And how much of Barbados do you miss?
A lot of it.
What do you miss most?
Especially the school I went to Hinesbury Primary, and I was very, I was taught how to sit up and how to, we had meals on the school, we had education, and we had how to prevent for ourselves talking and how we express ourselves at Hinesbury and everything.
Wow. Do you get a chance while in Montreal to connect with other Barbadians?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Is there a strong Barbadian presence where you live?
Yes.
Really? So what do you all do? I mean, it must be fun
And also,
when you see another Barbadian.
now, next month, the 8th of March, will be in Women's International Day.
Yes, yes. But when you see another Barbadian, whether in the supermarket, on the street, or the bank, even so, and
They
you hear
said they really miss Barbados with the hot weather.
loved it for hot weather indeed. And so, what is it? Is it the accent, or do you recognize the
The
face?
accent.
It's the listen. It's like music to the ears, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like music to the
And
ears.
congratulations, I see you. When we were in Montreal, we saw you on the TV.
Thank you. Thank you for watching online. Thank you for watching online. But Gerald, she's Bajanized you now.
Yeah. Well, I was Bajanized before I met her because I migrated from Guyana here in Barbados in 1981. And this was my stepping stone to Canada.
Oh.
Yes. So I came here as a young man in the age of 20 and as an evangelist for a church here in Barbados. They didn't want me to migrate to Canada, but I had a vision where I was praying on the American flag. And I told the elder of the church, and those elders in that church, they have to release you when you go on a mission.
Okay.
But I says it's God who's releasing me. So when I got here to Barbados and my flight was in December, and it was taken off at 1 o'clock, and the driver didn't come till 2 o'clock.
Ooh. Ooh. They didn't release you then.
I'm saying they didn't want to release me, but
Yes,
God, like
yes.
I said, God released me.
Yes.
So I told him, I said, I'm still going to the airport. The flight probably left at 1 o'clock, but I'm still going to the airport. And when we got to the airport, lo and behold, the flight was delayed.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
So
and they reopened the door to let you in.
I'm saying.
You are so
I was
fortunate.
able to make it into Canada.
Yeah.
My parent, my mom, and all my siblings are American citizens, so I wanted was to cross over from Canada to America. But that wasn't the will of God also. So I lived in Montreal like for 40 years, right? She says 25, but she's there more than that because she's American born.
Okay.
She's a Bostonite.
Yes.
Boston.
Parents, both parents, father and mother, Bajans. Right. And, you know, after meeting her and her mom and so forth, the mom is a Bajan to the bone.
Because I'm listening to you, Aubrey, and I'm hearing your accent.
Yes.
Bajan like me.
Yeah.
You know, that is so good. So you grew up in an environment where you heard it all around you.
Yes.
And so that's how you present yourself.
Yes.
I like that. I absolutely love that. And I like the way you've presented yourselves today as well, because I'm seeing the national colors. Gerald decidedly have it as pocket piece, and then you're in your blue as well.
Yes.
Right.
And so Barbados must mean so much to
Yes.
both of you.
I went to Hinesbury and we used to wear the blue uniform.
So for you, it's also reliving those moments, right?
Yes.
What does Barbados mean to you, Gerald?
Well, you know, as I written down there, I'm taking it into a biblical perspective, right? So I translate the words, the letters, and if we can go through them.
That's what you mean?
Yes.
So this that you shared with me is what you're talking about. And what does it say here? I'm holding it so the audience at home can follow along with me. Bajans arrived, redeemed, believed, anointed, delivered, ordained, saved.
Yes. So this is a very anointed island. You know, I feel so spiritual, uplifted when I'm on this island, you know. And one of my favorite birds is the dove, the brown dove. Every time I come, that dove will come where I am.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So, and you feel the atmosphere of friendliness and love by the Bajan citizens, you know? So that is my love for this island and my inspiration in a spiritual way. And that is why I choose to translate the letters into a spiritual.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
I saw them there, but I didn't quite get that connection until you just said it.
Right.
Now I get it, indeed.
Right.
So ministry is what you do.
Yes.
How do you describe what you do, Aubrey?
Well, I help in homeless people, giving out food, clothes, and also giving the word of God. And I also, if I carry sometimes during the week boxes of food, give them clothes, make sure they're going to shelters they're having to go on the streets and give them things that they want to eat and clothes.
Which is so a powerful ministry because
That
that's
is
what
my ministry.
Yes, because that's what God asks of us to do.
Yes.
And so you have been obedient to the call of God to
Yes.
do what He's
Yes.
asked you to do, to feed my
And
people.
also I was with Pierre Trudeau 3 years ago.
Really? You met the Prime Minister?
Yes.
Talk to me. How was that? How did that go?
I would go from door to door with him, give him food, we go driving, different islands, different places, give them food, clothes, and give them ministries. I go to nursing homes, do this
really reach
prayer,
out. Yeah.
and give them like the field people give them like how to sign language and how to express themselves. And I used to work with the still people how to express themselves and how they really sign language.
And you never tire.
Never tired.
Never tire. And that's beautiful. When you give, God replaces and he powers you as you go. This is lovely. And this is what you do.
Yes.
As a Barbadian living in Montreal, Canada. Does she cook Bajan food?
Yes.
Well, you know, her mom, like I says, is the one, and she would order the cuckoo and the coconut bread.
My mother just turned 86 years old.
Oh, congratulations.
Fish cakes.
In January 25th.
She's a January born.
Yes.
That's your mom right there?
Yes.
Oh, happy birthday. That is at the Barbados house. We just had a gathering.
Gathering for her.
In January 25th.
Yes, I see it right there now. Wonderful. Mommy, is she watching, you think?
Yes, we asked her to.
Good. So, good morning to you. She's Mrs. Seeley.
Antonia Seeley.
Antonia Seeley, good morning to you.
I went to Queen's College.
Right, that's where she went?
Yes.
To Queen's College. Is she in Barbados or overseas?
Montreal.
She's in Montreal as well. Miss Seeley, good morning to you. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Your children are here. Your children are here. And they're safe and sound. Right, so the cuckoo and all of those things, the sweet bread.
Right.
And the black eyed
peas of rice?
Pigeon peas.
Green peas of rice for
and
Christmas.
The coconut bread and the pone.
Girl, you're talking good food. You're
Saltfish.
talking good
Saltfish.
Stop it.
Fish
See what they're doing? You all see what they're doing to me? Making my mouth water. Now I'm very, very hungry. Because those are words we love to hear as Barbadians because those are things that we thoroughly enjoy.
Yes.
And you've grown to love them too, right? How about you, Gerald?
Well, growing up in Guyana too is Barbados.
Very close.
Bajans and Guyanese are the same culture and food, you know. So Barbados House has been playing a very important part in our lives in keeping up with the culture of Barbados.
Well, that's good.
And most recently, we celebrated the independence in November. This was our
Your
dress.
outfits? Oh, wonderful. Look at that. You must have been the belle and the serve the ball.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And, I was privileged to be given the honor to pray for the country and did the opening prayer for the celebration.
Right.
Yes.
But there's regathering this year.
Yes.
Yes.
St. Michael is in November. So you have to come back for that.
Well, not come back. We are here. We are back home.
You're
back home. We are back home.
Oh,
Back home for good.
We came with six suitcases of food and clothing. The immigration wanted to know, here, what's going on?
Are you coming here to set up a store?
So we had to let them know, no, that's our clothing and our food. We are back home.
You're
back home for good.
Oh, word. How do you go about that decision? Because you've lived in Montreal. That's where you've made your life. And now you're saying, I'm relocating. Was that difficult a decision?
No, because like I says, she born in America. This is an American Yankee girl with a Bajan town. She can't speak no Yankee language at all.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
So she always wanted to be home. Her mother was born in St. John.
Right.
Her parents, the house, and that was an inheritance for her. She inherited that property, so that's why
she's coming home.
Right.
But when you make those decisions, you're leaving behind the people the places so it tears at you a little bit because now you're relocating to a place to start all over again.
Well, I wouldn't say so because we were coming back and forth over the years.
Good,
my mother, the last
of the
one
children
in the family,
to be around.
Yeah, we were coming many in the year, and the president of I think she's watching. She wanted us to call in and share a little bit about the Barbados House in Montreal. I don't know if she's watching and she can call if she wants. Or
right, but and that's good. I'm really saluting the contribution you make to humanity.
Yes.
They walked in here and they came with this and said, this is for me. And I said, oh, this is heavy. And in here is food because this is what you do.
Right.
You distribute your kindness by way of feeding, giving life and sustenance to people. And
before I left, I
have a home.
I just gave them some blankets because they were
sweet.
Yes,
sweet.
So I sent them to the mission.
Right. So your intention while here is to continue that advocacy, continue that work.
Yes. Yeah, that is our goal. We want to convert the property into a sanctuary and continue to serve the community and, like I said, spiritualize the island.
Yes. That is fantastic. The Williams.
Yes.
Well done. Well done, thou good and faithful servants.
Yes.
And so your place is saved and your reward is sure for sure.
Yes.
Aubrey Seeley Williams is a Barbadian. Her Seeley family, Graydon Seeley, that's where she's from, the stock from which she is drawn. And her husband is Gerald Seeley by way of Guyana to Barbados, indeed, through Montreal. They've lived there now for 25 years or so.
Right.
And now they're back in Barbados and they're continuing while here. And they want to do so to continue to give support, sustenance to those who are greatly in need, especially the homeless and those who are in desperate need.
Yes.
So welcome back to Barbados, first of all,
Thank
and continue doing what you're doing, making a difference.
And this weekend I'm going to be ministering at the House of Prayer. It's in Bridgetown.
Okay.
At the city center building.
Okay.
Just in the gap there's a commercial building upstairs.
Okay.
So I'd like to invite whoever is coming. We're going to have a basket of hamper of food to give to some single parent, any female parent that has 3-4 children.
And that's on Sunday?
Yes.
All right, good. Well done.
Yes,
Thank you
at
so
10
much.
o'clock.
All right. Morning Barbados comes back in just a moment.
Yes.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
An hour of inspiration, celebration, soulful praise, and uplifting messages that will refresh your soul and fill your heart with joy. Q Gospel, Sunday at 4 p.m. on Quality 100.7 FM radio, bringing you closer to the music, the message, and the ministry. It's your Sunday moment of praise and purpose, where faith meets music. Q Gospel, Sunday at 4 p.m. on Q 100.7 FM.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray microbiome probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Our world today is not the world God.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Today is Thursday. Today is Q Day. Remember where we're headed? Take a look. Quick. We're heading to Pelican Village. That's right, Pelican Island, as a matter of fact, all there. And it's celebrating a Black History Month, so I'm sure you're going to be wearing your African wear. Who knows? You might be a winner. So come today early o'clock. The celebrations will begin at 11. We'll be there live on radio from 12 noon. And you too are expected to be at Pelican Island, right there on the Princess Alice Highway for Q in the community. We are out of time. You have been fantastic today. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to share the show. We made it with love for you to share. And Little Crew says thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning.